Hi guys, Lauren here again, aka Flossabilities, back with my October review, my Flosstube. Welcome back everybody. I am late. I know. I'm so sorry. I had a really bad cold the first week of November, and I just didn't want to come back until Paisley Rabbit was finished. I just thought it was going to be really anticlimactic to come back and show you like, oh, I've got 500 stitches left to do. I just thought, let's just get this thing finished and then I can show you. And so I was delayed a little bit by, excuse me, my cold, which is much better. I'm already back at work, but yeah, it was a bit of a rotter, guys. It definitely wasn't COVID, I checked. But yeah, it was just a bad cold. But normal for this time of year, you know, it's cold November morning at the moment. So I'm back. I've got lots to show you this video. The first things I just want to give you a little update on, because everyone was so kind in the comments of my last video, was about my couches. I'd moved house and was sitting in a deck chair stitching for many weeks, and it was really getting me down, and everyone was telling me in the comments their stories of waiting on furniture, and I just loved it. So thank you so much for all your positive thoughts. I can confirm the main couches arrived on the 23rd of October. So I did go most of the month of October still without a sofa, but I am in couch heaven now. I found my sweet spot again, guys. We're gonna get to see some more movement now. And the week before, actually, the sofa bed arrived, which was for different rooms. It didn't help my stitching, but it was almost like a practice run weekend for receiving a couch, just like a smaller one. This was actually a gift from Mama Flossabilities for moving out. Thank you so much, Mama Flossabilities. And it's beautiful. It's like a bottle green teal couch that can turn into a sofa bed. And what I've actually done, I'll put a picture of it here. I have this beautiful throw of it's hand woven Beatrix Potter seam that my partner got me about 2-3 years ago now, and I've not had anywhere to display it. It's just been in its bag, which is an absolute grind shame because it's so beautiful. And I've just been draping that over it because it's the perfect size to display this seam. And I thought you guys might be interested just because it's in the same genre of cross stitch. It's a hand woven throw from a fancy shop. It's a bit of a fancy throw, you know, just a look at throw. Don't you sit on it throw. But this is where my love of this kind of animal in trousers came from, just Beatrix Potter, which has turned into this, you know, obsession with Chris Dunn's artwork, which is very similar kind of ilk, and I just love all that. So yeah, I thought you'd like to see that. So yeah, camera's shouting at me, sorry. So that happened in October. What else happened? Oh, the cross-stitch gods were not with me in October. So, right, imagine my annoyance already, sitting on a deck chair stitching. Then, my Lowry stand head broke. This thing made out of stainless steel broke. It was turning, but not clamping. And I was like, what am I going to do? And luckily, Larry's a UK company. So I went on their website and you could buy replacement heads, which I did. I was just a little bit, you know, grieved that I had to do that because this was, this Larry stand is only 2 odd years old. You know, they're not cheap. And I was a bit, you know, disgruntled that I had to do that. So I did message them and say, look, I have bought one, but I just thought it'd last a bit longer. Sorry, I'm just going to grab something here. And they gave me the best customer service ever. They were so apologetic and lovely and said that this is not normal, that it looks like the threads, this is all nail and steel term, I have no clue, but something like the threads in the grind are gone and they wouldn't normally see that unless it was on a much older product. So, you know, they're going to kind of just take that and work on it to make sure it doesn't happen again. And she fully refunded me for the new head, and I'd already bought, just to try and avoid this happening again, this little Larry stand It's a wax kit. I bought this when I bought the hair because I thought I just want to make sure that this doesn't, oh, I'm losing it on the camera, this happen again. So you, it's about £8 and you get this little brush with it, and then periodically you can just keep it lubricated. And she refunded that as well. So yeah, something went wrong, but they fixed it and they were amazing, and I just wanted to let you know that. And I will continue to use my Lowry stand, and everything's been fine since. But yeah, the cross-stitch gods were not with me in October. I was like, what next? You know, like, plague of locusts going to eat my fabric. It was just, I just couldn't get comfortable. It was really frustrating. But anyway, the couches came, the new Lowry stand head came. Moved about, played about a bit with the couch, found my sweet spot, but I found it now, and away we went. So I'm very pleased to say that Halloween Paisley Rabbit is finished, and you know I am going to milk it on this video because it's such a big finish. So I've got a whole behind the scenes section after this initial section of Paisley Rabbit, washing, prepping, seeing it outside the frame, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to show it you framed, and I've got a few things I want to say about that, so I'll show you that bit later. Okay, sorry, I just need to keep lubricated because it's cold. So before I show you that, I wanted to show you a couple of pictures and then something in person from Mama Flossabilities. So the first one I put here is a finish, an FFO. So I showed you this Madame Chantilly Halloween Town in a few videos past, and she's framed it. She found just a simple black frame. I think she actually just found it knocking about the house. And so she framed it and had it in the hallway. And I wanted just to show you guys that, that she'd finished it and fully framed it. And I think it looks beautiful and elegant and simple, but oh so Halloweeny. So that's a picture of that there. The second thing that she FFO'd was her autumn tray by Madame Chantilly, and again I'll show you that here. She had a beautiful frame, like a white grainy effect frame from Picture Frames Express, and her goal was always to just swap these out. So she removed summer, which she's already done, and she put in Halloween, and there's a picture of that here. Well done, Mama Flossabilities. They're gorgeous FFOs. They're really, really nice. She's also lent me, very graciously, her Chris Dunn. That's the artist that I'm stitching on at the moment, from Pain Free Crafts is the charter. She's stitching a full coverage called Knitting Circle, where the sheep are knitting with their own wool. And I'll just show you where she's up to with this. She's kind of changing, she's gone a bit diagonal stitching, and you can see there's a lot more progress now since we last shown it. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Such beautiful stitching, Mama. But it's really coming along now. I think she had a goal in mind if she wanted to kind of get further with it, and then she's going to do some Christmas stitching now. She's stitching this on 25 count easy guide, just like I do, but she's doing one strand over one. I think the effect is absolutely stunning. And again, another beautiful piece of artwork from Chris Dunn. Oh, it's so lovely. Well done, Mama Flossabilities. Okay, so yeah, so we'll go now to my behind the scenes footage of Paisley Rabbit, and then I'll come back and I will show you it framed and just go over my plans a bit. Okay, see you in a minute, guys. Hi guys, so I'm just at the sink about to wash Halloween Paisley Rabbit. I'm sorry you can hear my voice there, I'm still a bit croaky from my cold. I thought this would be handy for those who need to do this process. I'm going to kind of be brave and do it for us to just see if these grid lines come out. I'm simply using some Tesco hand wash liquid for silk and delicates. And this water is extremely hot. It's off a just boiled kettle. I've topped it up with a bit of cold water, but it's still extremely hot. Sorry that I've gone out of focus there. So I'm going to wash the piece. I'm going to take the plunge now with you all. In the words of Kevin McAllister, this is it, don't get scared now. I'm petrified. I'm going to pop him in. It looks shallower than this actually is. This is deeper than, it's just on camera it looks shallower, but I think it should all get in. And I'm going to kind of keep an eye on it to make sure that there's no running or anything like that, but it should be fine. So here we go, guys. Oh, it's in. It's in. Okay. The main bit is in, the main piece is in. That is soaking now. The reason I'm washing it for a few reasons, because my partner's going, God, you need to wash it. It's a bit of a risk, this. I'm washing it for a few reasons. One, I've been with this piece now for a year and a half. It's been moved. It's been living through a pandemic. The dirt on it is naturally going to be there a bit, and I need to get that off. I don't want it sitting on the wall dirty. So just from a hygiene point of view, and the brightness, the thread might have lost some of its brightness because of the dirt. So I'm going to do a wash just for that reason alone. Secondly, one of the pros of 2/1 is you can see that you can't actually see these lines under here, but I want to see if they come out. I'm very intrigued, and if this works, I'll put in the show notes what I did to help others who may really need these to come out because they can see them underneath. But I just think seeing it on the piece of fabric without the lines, it'll just look a bit more finished. The other reason is working lines, and Q-snap lines. I can see the odd one. I think I've done quite well with it not having any, but I just want the stitches to fluff up a bit and then it won't show them as much. And so if you have someone who has got a big line on there, this might help that process. And finally, at the moment, it's solid. It's solid from the amount of stitches, especially because I do 2/1. And it's not very malleable, and I want to soften the fabric so that I can stretch it better over the frame. So yeah, so I'm just going to kind of agitate this a bit. That seemed to be one of the keys, and I'm going to turn it around a bit off camera and just fix it a bit. But I wanted to show you the going in the water bit, and I'll come back when it's ironed, and we'll see if the lines are off, and we'll have another chat then. Okay, thanks guys, see you in a minute, bye-bye. Hi guys, I am back with the piece now completely dried and pressed with an iron. I am absolutely in love with it. I think it's come out really, really nice. I'm really impressed with the grid lines. There is a very faint ghost line, which you might be able to pick up on camera. But for me, I'm happy with it because I couldn't see it underneath the piece anyway. It was more just out of curiosity, so I think that's fine. I've put some instructions in the show notes about what I did. I mean, you saw my initial kind of dunking of the piece, but ultimately I just kept going back every 10 minutes and turning it around, agitating it. But I just let the water slowly cool over about an hour and 10 minutes, and it seemed to do the trick. And I think if you have harder lines, or you really want them completely gone, then maybe just top it up with some more hot water. I think the trick was definitely using just off the boil kettle water and not tap water. So I'm just going to go in and show you some of the details. I'm just going to go at the top here. So we've got lovely spiders and the spider web, and some kind of streamers in the tree and this decoration, which I remember being extremely confetti. We have a squirrel and a rabbit. This is paisley rabbit. He has a cauldron full of candy, and at the back here you can see into her house with the tree, kind of branch root going up, and then she's got a vase of flowers on a table, kind of nice glimpse of a square tile floor. You've got, we think it's an otter, and I think, oh God, what would this animal be again now? Can't remember, guys, but you tell me what you think this animal is. They are US woodland animals, because the book that this is from, I'm going to show you from in a minute, it's using all woodland animals. So for example, we all thought this was a badger, but I said a badger wouldn't have this tail, and I'm right, it's a skunk, which you get in the US. So it's lovely. It's look at this little mole guy. I really enjoyed stitching it. This was very confetti at times, a lot of kind of samey wood effect at the end, but I think the overall effect is just incredible, and I really love the richness of the colour with the Tova one. I've got it. It's a raccoon, isn't it? It's a raccoon. Oh, that was driving me insane. Really love this new pumpkin that's appeared. I just think it's such a lovely Halloween piece. Just to give you some stats. Oh, sorry about my finger there. Trying to get my notepad at the same time while not going off too much. Okay, there were 70 colours in this piece, which I do not think is bad at all compared to some other leading brands of full coverages, and the amount of colour in this piece. It's 12.52 inches wide by 16 inches high. I started it 24th of October 2019. I completed a page and then I started working on it. I worked on some smaller pieces I wanted to get finished before I got back to my full coverages. And so I picked it back up on the 15th of July 2020 and then finished it at 1 a.m. Yes, I stayed up late to make sure it was done. On the, what did I put there? It would have been November the 10th. November the 10th at 1 a.m. So on average, it's took me about a year and 4 months in rotation with some other full coverages, as you know. There is 125,200 stitches to create this piece. The artist is Chris Dunn. The charter is Pain-Free Crafts. And this was, before I removed the lines, 25 count easy guide fabric. And I stitched it 2 strands over 1. And I absolutely love it. This is the book it comes from. It's Paisley Rabbit and the Treehouse Contest. It's by Steve Richardson, artwork by Chris Dunn. And I'll show you. There is this picture here. As you can see, this is where it's been translated from. This is a great book. It's about Paisley Rabbit, and there's a treehouse contest with all these animals, and this squirrel is actually mainly in competition with Paisley, and he's been a bit naughty about it. So this is why the raccoon is pulling him back, because he's being a bit taunting at this bit. And it was really nice to know some of the background of it as I was stitching it from this book. But this book has got some absolutely lovely illustrations, and this is, for example, something that is charted by Pain-Free Crafts, and I will be doing that one. I have that one, and also this one. I have this as well to do at some point, which is a lovely Christmas scene. So yeah, highly recommend that. Yeah, he's got a few different artworks Chris done relating to this book, and then Wind in the Willows and other kind of one-off commissions he's done, nursery rhyme. There's just so many different things, but yeah, absolutely love it, guys, and I'm really impressed with how it came out. So I'm going to go back to myself now and show it you framed, but I just wanted you to be able to see it. It's such a big moment, you know, not framed, just finished and clean and pressed, and I hope you've liked that. Okay, thank you, bye bye. Hi guys, we're back. Hope you all enjoyed that. I'm going to show you the piece completely framed now. I just forgot as well, I wanted to say before, happy Halloween everyone, to those who celebrated. I hope you have a lovely day. We just had an absolute Halloween fest in my house with my brother, just a calm and quiet one. We got a really nice pizza from this lovely local restaurant with the works. We had dessert, everything. It was a carb fest. And literally, we would not put anything on the telly unless it had some sort of theme of Halloween. So in the day, we started off like with softy ones like Sleepy Hollow, Hocus Pocus, Ghostbusters, things like that. And then in the night, we were on like the hardcore Halloween and like Halloween, the film, The Thing. Just things like that, Elvira. It was so lovely, and we had such a nice time. And my brother got to sleep on the sofa bed. So yeah, I've de-Halloweened the display, but I've kept my Halloween pieces up because why not? We're going to be decorating for Christmas about the second week of December. And yeah, just a warning, I'm probably going to come back the second week of December as well and just keep this trend just to finish off the year, so that I've got a bit more time to kind of put my Christmas decks up and work on my new 2 pieces. So yeah, just a warning. And just remember, if you want to just see when mine pop up, if you subscribe, you'll be able to see that, just in case I'm being a bit erratic with my releasing good videos. Okay, so sip of coffee. So I chose the same frame that you can see here for my Halloween pieces, a black frame. I love the frame. What I'm going to show you now is, I'll show it you first and explain. I made an error, basically. I've took the glass out because the glare was horrendous. So here he is, guys, framed. We've been enjoying seeing him up at night. It's been lovely. Just go in close on the frame. It's this kind of black brownie frame that's got a gold trim, and it's got this kind of ornate trimming throughout, but I just thought the black really picked up the darkness in Halloween. So I'm going to reframe this. I'm not doing it till next year. The reason is that Picture Frames Express, brilliant company. There's nothing to do with them, it's me. They let you know that when you tell them this, you measure the size of your actual piece, not the frame you want. You measure the piece size, that it will lose 3 millimeters on each side. They warn you of that to account for the lip of the frame. And as I was measuring, I was thinking, well, I don't want to lose 3 millimeters of my stitching, you know, my hard work on the edge. I don't want to lose that. And so I accounted for it when I measured my piece. And I've probably accounted for it maybe too much, because what I've ended up happening is that I have a bit of white showing, and not everywhere. And this is one thing I just wanted to bring up. So even though I have stitched on the straight, that there's nothing wrong with the straight, you would have seen it in the piece, because I'm going to be devil's advocate here. I love 2/1 stitching, but I think because it's so dense, it's been harder to pull and stretch for a start. And I've noticed that it slightly warps the straight line, and I need the frame to create the straight line and cut off any areas that for some reason seem lower than others. So it's not that I haven't framed it straight, it's just that there are certain lines on the piece that just are warped slightly over to this side, and this is why you can see the white, and I don't want it. I'm not a fan. I want it to look like you're looking through a window into another world, and it's right up to the frame. It's not a catastrophe. I've checked, and I've got a Prairie School Halloween piece, Halloween themed piece. I think it's Nevermore, that if done on a certain size count fabric would fit this frame lovely, and that's pretty much black work, that frame, that piece. So I think going in this frame it would look lovely. So what I'm going to do is, it's good enough for now. We're going to be decorating for Christmas in 2 weeks. You know, there's no rush. I've already missed the deadline. Never mind. What I'm going to do is, in the summer, I'm going to start getting excited again for the new autumn of 2022. I'll rebuy the frame. This time I will let the 3mm happen because it's so small. I don't know what I was thinking, and it will maybe slightly encroach onto the piece, but it's going to make sure that it is all perfectly straight and no white showing, so that you get to see a kind of window into the world. So, I mean, it's fine, and I think it looks epic in this frame. I'm just a bit of a perfectionist, and it's driving me insane, and I've worked too hard on it and too long to be unhappy with that. And my partner agrees. So we're just going to reframe it. Exact same frame, just millimetres smaller, so it just fits a bit better. It's on that side as too. I don't know if you can see here. It's a little bit. It's the smallest a bit, but I just can't. It's driving me insane seeing it. Yeah, it looks really nice. I have noticed I'm not, this is the first time I've done like a big full coverage. I'm by no means an expert. I have noticed, I'm not going to point them out, you probably can see some. I have noticed the odd, even after washing and ironing, the odd ridge line, and on certain lights when it's casting a shadow on it, I noticed the odd kind of like maybe Q-snap line or something. And I've just kind of had to put it down as I'm learning, and every new full coverage I start, I'm going to probably get a little bit better, and I'm going to maybe do it a different way. Maybe this time I won't snake, and maybe next time I'm just going to start from the top and go like that down and spread the tension that way. But I think for my first ever big full coverage, I think I've done okay, and I think I'm just being really hard on myself. But yeah, I absolutely love this frame for him. I'm just really gutted that you can see a bit of white, and I cannot stretch it anymore. It just will not stretch any further. So he's been kind of just sitting on here in the background. So I'll just pop him here for now, so we can look at him in the background while. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. It's not one of my videos unless I pull the camera. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if I scared the life out of you. You know me. I'm trying to fix it. I've asked for a Christmas gift that hopefully will stop this. So, yeah, stay tuned. But look, it looks lovely, doesn't it, on the back? When from a distance, that's the whole point of it, isn't it? But it's lovely. It's really, really nice. So, yeah, 1 down, 2 to go. What are they doing? Oh, my goodness. So that takes me nicely onto plans. So my plans are, let me not pull this again. I'm going to work on Wise Old Owl first. I've got him all in the Q-snap ready to go. I did this last night, intention of stitching on him, and then just had a bit of a sofa night. I was just so tired. I'm still recovering from this cold. I'd worked all day, and the day before had been like mammoth, finishing the piece like from early morning and then after work, and yeah, it was just crazy. So I'm going to get back onto this fella, and I can now spend 15 days on him instead of 10 because 1 is gone, and then I'm going to work on cheese delivery, which is not in a Q-snap. I'm going to get cheese delivery back out, if you can see him. Yeah, I've definitely noticed with the lighter pieces is where you can see the lines more. I can't see it as much with Halloween, so I can already see like that. I can see like a little bit of a line there. It's driving me insane now. I'm now criticising everything because of me worries with Halloween. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe have you guys, anyone who's done full coverage, have you experienced that? Did you worry about that? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so, but that's it pretty much. So we're going to ride out the rest of the year. It's been a big, busy year. And, it's busy time Christmas, isn't it? So I'm probably working right up to the death of Christmas. And then I should get hopefully at least 4 days off and a bit of time over New Year. It's all kind of your potluck if you get extra holidays and things like that. But ultimately, I'm going to spend the next 4 weeks until the second week of December, just stitching on these, and then I'll come back and show you where I'm up to with them. I have bought 2 other frames as well to finish old Christmas pieces, and then I framed everything except for Easter, which is the cross-eyed cricket version of this autumn piece. Because I'm going to do something with them where I'm just going to buy some mount board and several versions in different lengths of that frame and swap them out. So there's plenty of time. Sort out Easter. Let's get Christmas done first. So so yeah, I'm going to frame them before I come back, show you them. The whole display will have changed, and I'll have a lot more. I love Christmas, so I have a lot of Christmas cross stitch. So we'll have a little cross stitch tour of Christmas in the house, and then, as I said, I'll just show you my progress on them, and then it'll be New Year. Oh my goodness! So yeah, I can't believe how quick this year's come in. So I hope you enjoyed, guys. Let me know what you think. Am I being, worried for nothing? I think it looks lovely, behind me, and I just think I'm really critical. I'm just really critical of my stitching. But I hope this video has been helpful for those who are stitching full coverage or just enjoy watching other people stitch full coverage, because I love that too. And I wish you all a lovely Thanksgiving in the States, guys, if you celebrate, and the rest of us, I just hope you have a lovely November and the rest of autumn. And then I will come back and we'll have a very Christmas vibe video instead of Halloween. Well, thank you very much, guys. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you second week of December. Okay, bye guys, bye.